It's been a long time since Attack on Titan ended, and some of us were definitely not satisfied with the ending and the way Isayama wrapped things up. That's why, even years after the finale, the story is still filled with mysteries, hidden clues, and unanswered questions that keep the community debating. From strange details in the final chapter, to character motives that were never fully explained, fans have built some theories that actually make a lot of sense. So in today's video, we're counting down the top 10 Attack on Titan fan theories that might actually be true, or at least are convincing enough to make you rethink the entire story. Let's get started. At number 10, we have the two parallel narratives theory. This theory is quite a detailed fan idea that believes the Attack on Titan story is actually two different timelines that are cleverly mixed together. These two timelines represent opposite ideas. One is justice, where the heroes stop Eren for the good of the world, and this is the official ending we saw. The other is liberty, where Eren carries out the full rumbling for his own goals and the safety of his island, which fans believe is the true hidden ending. The theory suggests that the author, Isayama, employed subtle clues, such as reflections, character names, and conflicting memories, to hint that the timeline constantly shifts between these two worlds throughout the story. Therefore, the final ending where Eren is killed is argued to be a temporary or false memory, a dreamlike world. The real plot twist is that the violent, successful rumbling in the Liberty timeline is what truly happened, making the entire story a setup for this much darker, secret conclusion. After this, we have number 9, which features the secret decoy theory. The theory of the Eren decoy and secret rumbling plan suggests that Eren didn't actually die when Mikasa killed him. Instead, this theory claims that the Eren who was killed was just a copy or a decoy. The real Eren used the power of the Founding Titan, along with the Warhammer Titan's ability to create hardened bodies, to secretly make a fake body to be destroyed. This allowed him to trick everyone, including his friends and the entire world, into thinking the Titan power was gone. The theory goes further, suggesting that the real Eren also managed to take the source of all organic life, the mysterious worm that starts the Titans, into his true body before the fight ended. By doing this, the real Eren survived the whole ordeal and became an immortal, silent guardian. He continues to live secretly, ensuring that his home, Paradise Island, remains safe and unassuming, with no one aware that he's still alive and watching over the world. Next up, we have number 8. If you think the previous theory was crazy, wait till you hear about this one. The Reincarnation of Ymir theory suggests that Eren and Historia planned her pregnancy for a secret, profound reason that goes beyond simple politics. This theory claims that Eren's true goal was not just to end the Titan curse, but to give Ymir Fritz, the first Titan who was trapped in the Path's realm for 2,000 years, a new free life. Fans believe that by arranging the timing of his death and the end of the Titan curse, Eren allowed Ymir's spirit or essence to be reborn immediately into Historia's child. This means Historia's baby is secretly Ymir, finally freed from her slavery and the endless cycle of the Titans. Instead of being trapped or dying alone, Ymir gets to be reborn as a normal human, with a loving mother and a chance at a truly free life outside the control of the Founding Titan power. On number 7, we have a crazy theory about Hallucigenia. The theory about Hallucigenia, which is the source of the Titan power, goes deeper than just its biology, suggesting it's an immortal creature driven by a philosophical crisis. It's desperately trying to discover the true meaning of existence. Since Hallucigenia lives forever and has no inherent purpose, it cannot understand the powerful choices and fleeting desires that drive humans who are mortal. To find answers, it attaches itself to a host, starting with Ymir, and grants them extraordinary abilities. These powers, which later split into the unique 9 Titans, represent different human wishes. The creature is testing. By giving a host exactly what they want, the creature observes the resulting actions, conflicts, and suffering from a detached viewpoint. In this sense, the entire history of the Titans, filled with the war and tragedy, is just a giant continuous experiment, conducted by an eternal being that lacks its own soul and is simply trying to learn how to live by proxy. Number 6 features another interesting theory, that Eren is the one behind Erwin's actions. We all clearly remember that intense moment when Levi was about to give the Titan serum to Erwin, and Erwin's hand suddenly moved. According to this theory, Erwin raising his hand was not just a natural dream movement, but a planned action pushed by Eren from the future. Eren knew that for his whole plan to succeed, including getting the Founder Titan and eventually creating peace, Armin absolutely had to live. Armin's good judgment, his ability to talk to Zeke, and his important job in the final fight were all things Eren saw in his future memories. If Erwin had lived, the story would have changed too much. So Eren used the Founder Titan's power to send Erwin a dream about his past search for answers at that exact moment. This memory made Erwin move, making Levi think Erwin wanted rest and forcing him to choose Armin, which kept the whole story on the track Eren needed. After this, we have number 5, which is about sequels featuring mechas versus titans, looks far into the future of the Attack on Titan world. The manga's final pages show that centuries after Eren's death, the world is still at war, and the Titan power is returning, with the boy and the dog finding the giant tree. This theory suggests that the next major conflict will be fought with much more advanced technology than rifles and basic planes, seen in the original story. The powerful nations will eventually develop huge, specialized mecha suits, or giant robots, to fight against any newly reappeared titans. This means any sequel would be a science fiction story, where humanity fights the Titan curse not just with simple swords and steam power, but with highly advanced, powerful machines, continuing the cycle of war on a grander, more technological scale. Now, the number 4 theory ahead is a bit optimistic, you could say. This theory looks at the differences between the two encounters with the source of the Titan power. When Ymir Fritz first got the power 2,000 years ago, she was a scared slave running from King Fritz's hunting dogs, seeking the power out of fear and a desperate wish to live. The new boy, however, approaches the colossal tree centuries later in a setting that seems post-apocalyptic, but he's driven by pure, innocent curiosity, and is accompanied by his pet dog. This key difference suggests that the power he's about to find will respond to his motivation, meaning it may not create the Titan curse, which was born from Ymir's suffering. Instead, the power could manifest as something completely new or less destructive, potentially allowing the never-ending cycle of war to finally be broken, and offering a chance for a genuinely peaceful future. At number 3, we have this next theory that focuses on the emotional memory Eren shares with Mikasa in the Paths, where they run away and live together in a remote cabin. This interpretation suggests this wasn't just a vision or a dream, but a real, separate alternate timeline that Eren used the Founding Titan's power to create. The theory claims that Eren allowed Mikasa's mind to live fully within this peaceful reality for a brief period of time before she had to return to the present moment to kill him. This makes the final scene between them bittersweet, as Mikasa truly did get to experience the life they both wanted, even if it was erased or a contained, temporary reality designed by Eren. Next up, we have number 2. This interesting theory, named the Church of the Walls theory, suggests that the Wallist religion and the royal family were hiding much deeper secrets than the manga revealed. Fans believe the church wasn't just protecting the king's ideology, but guarding truths about Ymir, the founding titan, and the real purpose of the vow renouncing war. Some claim Eren may have shown Grisha only select memories, creating a false version of events that shaped the entire story. Supporters of this theory also point to symbolic mirrored world hints, suggesting that the ending we saw is only one layer of the truth. If this is correct, then the real motivations behind Historia, Ymir, and the royal bloodline might be very different from what the final chapter presents. Lastly, we have a theory that suggests the boy we see at the end of Attack on Titan, walking through the tree that resembles the Path tree, is actually Eren reincarnated. The idea comes from the cycle-based nature of the story and the show's symbolic use of rebirth. Eren talks about wanting freedom more than anything, and after breaking the world, some fans believe he wished for a chance to start over as someone innocent and unbound by fate. The tree the boy approaches looks almost identical to the place where Ymir first gained the Founding Titan power, which suggests that the entire Titan cycle might start again, but this time with Eren being born into it naturally, rather than through the coordinate. This ending is left ambiguous on purpose, so this theory imagines that Eren's story continues in a new life, free from the weight of his previous sins, yet still tied to the world he shaped. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed these Attack on Titan theories, stay tuned for more such videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.